Oh, hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm going to be playing Evo Furnace, Evo Knight within Graveyard. This is a pretty fast Graveyard cycle deck. I have the Poison for the other furnaces and then the Bar Barrel. I'm going to be doing a classic challenge. I've already played this deck a little bit and I like it so far. I like the Knight Berserker. I feel like they go hand in hand pretty well with each other. Berserker and Knight have some alright DPS. Berserker DPS is really solid for a 2 elixir card. Okay, this guy's been playing... I have yet to play against a spam... suspicious bush type of deck that has included the Furnace. I've played the other ones, obviously, because that one's been around at least last month. It was just, you know, people spamming that. But yeah, I'm going to be trying to just get as many Furnaces as I can down. But yeah, I've yet to play one of these spam decks with the Furnace, so I don't know why. Okay, there it is. But this guy is some sort of different variation. I wonder if he is just a really fast cycle deck within Furnace. Okay, so he does have Mirror, which I don't really like. Wait, there's no way the Furnace just killed the entire thing, right? Or the Poison, I mean. Okay, I'm gonna cycle another Furnace here. We're defending pretty decently. I'm probably going to slap a Knight in here just so mine lives. And then I might go for a Graveyard here as well. It just really depends on what he plays. I think I'm going to go for a Graveyard regardless, just because he's down a decent amount of elixir. And he doesn't really have the type of offense, I feel like, to build up a bigger push. Besides, obviously, Furnaces, but honestly, I can kind of just poison it. Okay, yeah, it's also crazy that the Furnace outranges cannons. Like, I feel like that should just not be a thing, but it is. Okay, I'm going to go for an Ice Spirit just to absorb those hits. I'm going to go for Goblin Hut. And then also, okay, I guess I didn't really need the Goblin Hut because I could just use the Bar Barrel, but it's kind of nice to have a little bit of a counter push. And just for the Goblins to just come out and stick around. I guess they also take care of the Berserker, which is pretty good. I kind of want to say my Evo Furnace for when he starts to spam his Furnaces, but honestly, just getting through as many Furnaces as possible has worked out pretty well for me, so I'm just going to keep up with that. Okay, he does have Rocket, so I'm going to go for a Knight in the back, just because now we're up a decent amount of elixir, and... I'm not really sure what this guy wants to do. I'm going to go for a Bar Barrel, and then I'm going to go for a Furnace, and I'm going to go for a Evo Knight, and then I'm going to go for a Graveyard, and I'm not too sure how this guy's going to be able to defend this push, because I can just pretty much just poison everything. Honestly, there wasn't too much to poison, but yeah, we're slowly chipping at him away, and he's spending so much elixir, so his Furnace is also going to die, which is pretty nice. And then I can just place a Goblin Hut, and then go for Bar Barrel. Yeah, he doesn't really have a chance against us, just because we have something for everything that he has. And then that's just basically going to die for free, spawn some more Spirit Goblins, so I'm going to go for a Furnace in the back. If he rockets this, I feel like it's a really bad idea. And he does not. Okay, he does. So I'm going to go in instantly with a... Hopefully it Knight tanks. If not, it's fine. And I'm just going to poison that. Hopefully that dies and the Knight starts tanking, which it does not. But yeah, I think we get more damage with our poisons and our Graveyards than he does, than his Rockets. So I'm going to go for a Furnace here out of rocket range now, because I feel like it's probably a good idea to stop feeding him that. I don't really like that play. That was a... Alright, no, that was a bad Evo Furnace, because it just gets sniped by mine. And then mine just... The Fire Spirit just kills everything. Unfortunately, we don't have our Knight in cycle, because we could have had our Evo Knight, but it's fine. Okay, I'm going to poison that. I'm going to poison pretty much anything. We also catch his Furnace, which is really nice. And my Evo Furnace, as you can tell, it's just getting so much value. I'm going to go for a Furnace here. This guy is going to be crazy if he goes for a Rocket. Go for a Rocket, please. Okay, he does not go for a Rocket. Because then I'd say we can just Knight Graveyard and this guy pretty much just loses. I'm going to try to get his cannon or something. Okay, I missed that, but that's fine. The Knight's tanking. It's not looking too great for this guy. And that's going to be GG's in game 1 against Menyel01. I don't know. I know a little bit of Spanish, but I really don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm not even going to try to. Ooh, okay, Legendary. Actually... There's a bridge spam deck that I do want to upgrade, but I think it takes 20 legendaries to get it to level 14, which is kind of a lot. So I don't really know if I'm going to be able to get that bridge spam up. Okay, I hope this guy's not playing just, you know, Evil P.E.K.K.A, Evil Goblin Giant. But honestly, I have not seen that deck very often. And so far, I've just seen a lot of weird decks. Like, yeah, like just Furnace spam, basically. Okay, I might have to Bar Barrel, but we'll see what this guy does. Okay, I'm just gonna go like this, and then we'll go for Bar Barrel. Alright, the Bar Barrel did kill that. It's also gonna probably do enough to the Berserker so it dies. Okay, what is this guy doing? That's a weird play, and he also just does not place it in the right spot. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a Graveyard of my own pretty soon. And he wasted his Bar Barrel, so he probably doesn't have another small spell. He might, but honestly, this might just be GG's for this guy already. I don't really see him stopping this push without taking a lot of damage, which he might, but he's probably going to take a decent amount of damage. Yeah, he does, which is good for us. And he definitely overspent again on offense, or I mean on defense. Yeah, he overspent on both offense and defense. So we're up. I'm going to save my Evo Knight for my own Graveyard. I'm going to go for a Goblin Hut here, just so... Well, he probably can poison that, but honestly, it's fine. I'm going to go for a Furnace here, just so I don't want him to get some spell value. Okay, he does go for a late poison, which means I am now up a little bit of Elixir, and honestly, I think this is a good opportunity just for me to go for Evo Knight, and then just a Graveyard, because... I mean, he's going to spam his Furnace down, and I just honestly don't see him clearly stopping this. And honestly, his entire counter push is just dead. So, I mean, our Furnace is going to take a little bit of damage, but he doesn't have a counter push. He might go for a Graveyard here of his own, but I feel like that'd be a bad thing to do. I'm not going to let you get a hit. Okay, he does Evo Furnace here, so I'm going to Evo Furnace on my own. Okay, he's going to go for his own Graveyard. I'm going to go for a Berserker, and then I'm going to go for a... Well, okay, I'm going to go for a Bar Barrel over here. We're taking a little bit of damage, which is not great, but I just wanted to kill that. And then, okay, I'm going to go for a Furnace. Get a Knight here so I don't take any damage. I might poison here, and then I'm going to go for poison on my own. And I think I'm going to play a little bit passive here, but... I'm going to go for a Bar Barrel, just kill that. I don't agree with that Graveyard. The Knight's just going to die instantly. I'm going to Knight on my own, just so it doesn't take too much damage from the poison. And we're going to have a pretty decent counter push. I'm going to go for a Furnace here, and then a Graveyard as well. So Furnace first, and then Graveyard. Maybe I should have waited just a little bit, so that would have tanked more. So that, yeah, that was kind of my bad. That wasn't a great Graveyard, but honestly... we didn't get enough damage just to poison cycle, unfortunately. So yeah, that was a pretty bad Graveyard. I should have waited just a little bit. Hopefully we don't lose the game off of that. I'm going to spam this up high, block the bridge, so he can't do anything. Oh wow, poison really doesn't do that much damage. I thought it did more than 200, but I guess maybe not for level 11. Okay, I'm just going to poison all of this. It's fine. I just don't want him to have a counter push. It's all dead. I'm going to block the bridge. I kind of want to see what he's going to play. Okay, I'm going to go for a Furnace. And let's see what he plays. Okay, I don't really like that because he has nothing to support that. Yeah, Berserker is just going ham, dude. And he might honestly get, like, no damage. But yeah, I'm going to go for a... Honestly, just a naked Graveyard and then just a poison on top. And I can honestly just... As long as I get one hit, I can probably just cycle to a second poison. And yeah, that's going to be GG's. I guess that wasn't exactly a mirror matchup, but it was pretty close. Okay, no, it was a mirror matchup. Yeah, we did win that, which is pretty good. And let's get right into the next one. Alright. I guess the time in between matches, I don't really know how to edit the best. Okay, good. Because I didn't want to just sit here for 5 minutes, because I don't really know how to edit the videos without transferring all the files. But I'll get there eventually. Wonder what this guy's playing. He might be playing Mortar Bait from the Cannoneer, but honestly, you never know. Okay, I don't even know what half the words are in this guy's name. Bisex you trans. I don't know if that's what it's saying, but yeah, I'm gonna go for a Knight in the back. It's kind of fine for me to just wait since it's Graveyard and it's pretty defensive, but honestly, I sort of like not playing super passive, and I'd rather get my Evos going too. Okay, I'm gonna go for a Bar Barrel. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to spend more elixir here on defense, but okay, I don't know what this guy's doing. Interesting. Okay, my knight's gonna die. Hopefully, okay, the Lumberjack didn't get any damage on my furnace, which is good. I'm gonna just slap a Berserker in here just so he has to spend more elixir. It's not too big of a commitment, but yeah, we're probably gonna get a little bit of chip damage, but no, we do not, unfortunately. But actually, I'm gonna go for Graveyard here. Because he has to defend it, and honestly, I don't know if he can, because he's Cannoneer. Okay, I don't know what he's doing, but I guess he just quit the game. Or he's just, okay, he's saving up his elixir for a big push, but he's probably running Lumber Loon or just some weird off-meta deck. So, yeah. Maybe he goes like for a Mega Knight in front of this or something. No, he's not. Okay, I'm going to go for this. Yeah, Spirit Empress has gotten a pretty big buff just from the range increase, but yeah, Evo Knight just gonna tank for that. And I don't really see a way of this guy coming back. He hasn't even touched my tower, and he doesn't really have anything. At least he hasn't shown us anything for my Evo Furnace. So I'm just gonna play passive, and then if this guy goes too aggro, I'm just gonna get a bigger lead and whatever. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna poison that. Okay, he does have lightning, but I don't really... I mean, it's not like I disagree with the lightning, but it's not like I agree with it completely. Okay, I'm gonna go for... Okay, yeah, we're definitely going in here. I'm gonna go for Furnace in the back. So I guess he's playing Golem, which is kind of weird. I'm not too sure what he's gonna be able to do, though, because, yeah, that Graveyard's gonna do a decent amount of damage. And then... Okay, this could be rough, but we did snipe the Electro Dragon, which is pretty nice. And then I'm going to go for a high Berserker. And then I'm going to go for a Bar Barrel. And that's going to get a poison down. And that should kill everything. And yeah, that's GG's against Golem Lightning. That was maybe a pretty easy matchup, because this guy couldn't really do anything. And he also had Cannoneer for the Graveyard, so he got pretty destroyed by that. But yeah, we're pretty close to just finishing off this classic challenge. But yeah, I'm looking pretty forward to making these kind of videos. It kind of just gets me in this sort of mood just to keep going. I've had some difficulties, though, with just uploading, because some of the iCloud storage on my iPad and iPhone are just kind of annoying, because they just kind of struggle, and if there's not enough storage, it kind of just cuts the video. So that's why my first video that I uploaded 2 videos now. The first one was like a kind of a crappy introduction video, and I kind of just deleted it because I didn't think it was decent enough quality. Looks like this guy's playing RG, which is alright. Unfortunately, his Furnace does stay out of that. Okay, hopefully that thing dies quickly. Hopefully that Barbarian does not die. Okay, I'll take that. Honestly, if I had enough elixir, I'd go in for a Graveyard, but I'm just going to play more passive for now. Yeah, I probably could have gotten away with a Graveyard there, but I'll just keep on cycling Furnaces until I get my Evo, and then I can get my Evo Knight. But yeah, with Graveyard, you don't really want to spam too much, because then you can get a pretty bad counter push, even though Graveyard's pretty good at defending stuff. Okay, this guy just missed his Fireball, so I'm probably going to go in here. I'm just going to wait what he does. Honestly, I can just go for a Naked Graveyard and then a Poison, because Cannoneer really can't do that much against Graveyard. And it's just honestly going to stack up a lot of damage, and as long as his Furnace dies, I'm happy. Because then his counter push won't be too big. And then I'm just going to go for a Knight here to cycle, and then the Goblin Hut, if he goes in, we're going to be fine. Okay. But yeah, as I was saying, the storage isn't great. So a lot of the videos that I'm trying to do have gotten cut, but I have opened up enough storage, so I'm hoping this video just doesn't get cut. Because if that's the case, then I'm literally just talking to no one right now, but that's alright. At least I'm getting some gaming in. Alright, I'm not too sure. Okay, I'm going to go for Poison here. I'm going to go for the Goblin Hut as well. And then I'm going to go for a Bar Barrel as well. And then Ice Spear, just to make sure that RG doesn't get any damage. Okay, yeah, that's not great. I'm just going to go for a Poison here. The Evo Knight's just gonna tank it all, which is kind of broken, but still is like decent HP, and that's not gonna take too much damage. That was kind of a bad graveyard placement, but it's fine. Okay, he's probably gonna go for an RG here. So okay. He goes for it in the back. Interesting. Not a bad play, but this guy can't really break through with all my spam. Okay, luckily I do get the poison off, so now we are going to be able to catch up within his fireball damage. And then I'm going to go for a knight up high. Just, okay, he does love my furnace. Go for this. Okay, hopefully that doesn't get 2 hits on that, but it might. And then go immediately for barbell. He's going to get some damage, but I'm fine with that, honestly. So he doesn't get any hits, which is pretty good. I'm hoping that furnace dies. It should. Okay. I'm gonna go for a furnace of my own, and then hopefully it doesn't hit it. Okay, it does not. Go for you. I really don't want to waste my Evo Knight, but I kind of have to here. And then I'm just gonna go for a bar barrel, just to get some extra damage on that furnace. And then he still has to defend our furnace, which he does. I kind of want to go in over here, but I'm just going to save my elixir and build up a decent push here. Okay, I think I'm going to go for furnace, the bridge, and then just graveyard. Okay, he does fireball that, and he's going to die, which is fine, but... Okay, graveyard's getting a little bit of chip damage, and honestly, that might be GG if it gets one more hit, but he's not. Okay, he's probably going to go, yep, go for that, go for you, and I'm just going to graveyard. He might get some damage here, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to poison. That RG really shouldn't be able to take out our entire tower, and that should be GG's. Alright. Good game. I feel like RG is a pretty interesting matchup, but whenever I go against Cannoneer, it's really not even going to be close, because Graveyard just, they can't defend it. Especially if I have an Evo Knight in front of it. Like, the Cannoneer doesn't really do that much damage to the Evo Knight. I mean, it does more than, obviously, other towers, but it's nothing too crazy. Alright. This guy is playing Cannoneer as well, so I don't know if Cannoneer is some sort of meta to try to counter the Furnace, but it's definitely working out for me. We just go for the Furnace in the back. I'm going to go for Poison here. Okay. Let's see what else this guy does. Okay, I think we're playing RG again. Let's see if this guy... Okay, this guy is very aggressive. So the one thing I do not want to see is when I'm playing RG and they have Lightning. But honestly, it's always going to be a negative trade against the Furnace. Ooh, uh-oh. I think we're getting a little bit of lag or something. Yep, we're getting a little bit of lag, which is fine. I was probably going to go for a graveyard there, but can't really do it when you're lagging. Okay. Go for an Ice Spirit in the back, and then I'm going to go for a Knight here. I probably should have... Oh, okay, and we're lagging again. Uh-oh. Well, this ain't looking too good, is it? Okay, we're fine. Okay, the leg disappeared. He's probably gonna go for an RG here. I should have played my Furnace back here, but I didn't, unfortunately. We just go for an RG, then I'm gonna leg with this, and then I'm gonna get an Ice Spirit. I hope he doesn't have Lightning. If he does, we might just lose the game now, but he does not. And we will get a little bit of a counter push here. I think I'm gonna Graveyard. Oh, I should have placed it one more tile back, but that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna go for a poison on his Furnace. I'm just gonna let that Fire Spirit go. And yeah, we are getting a lot of damage on his tower, so I'm gonna see what he's gonna try to do. Wow, yeah, that Furnace did... Oh man, he's gonna get some decent damage here back with the Fisherman, but that's alright. It shouldn't be game-changing, so yeah. Double Elixir. The other Furnace in the other lane did get some chip damage, but it's alright. I'm gonna go for a Furnace in the back here. Let's see what this guy does. Does Fish King. Okay, he does go for a Royal Giant. I wonder if he's gonna Lightning Fireball. Yeah, he does have Lightning, but he's not gonna be able to hit my Goblin Hunt as well. Okay, he does have my Ice Spirit, but I'm gonna go for a Poison quickly, and then just a Bar Barrel. Hopefully that's using the Poison. It does, so it dies pretty instantly, and then I'm gonna Furnace to snipe that. Hopefully it goes for that. Yeah, just go for that. And I'm gonna go for a Knight. I do not like that RG. You can get away with a pretty good Lightning here, but our knight's gonna have enough health, and this guy's tower is just pretty low. So hopefully they cross. They do. And yeah, that's probably gonna be GG's. I'm just gonna poison everything, and yeah, it's gonna be GG's. One more game for 12 wins within the Classic Challenge. I think I really like this deck. It's just I don't have any of the cards or the Evo, so I can't really push it on top ladder, unfortunately. But one day I'm going to get high enough where I have everything maxed, hopefully, just by having the pass and just consistently playing. Because I stopped playing Clash Royale for a couple of years, honestly. I mean, I played it every now and then, but not like, you know, maxing out the pass and just stuff like that. Okay, I'm going to go for a Bar Barrel here. This guy seems to have some sort of cycle deck. I'm not too sure, though. I'm honestly just going to leak Elixir till this guy plays something. Okay. I swear he... Okay, he just played his Ice Spirit, but it was probably his Electro Spirit. Okay. I'm not too sure what this guy is playing. He might just be playing some sort of weird Cycle Furnace deck. Okay, I'm going to go for a Knight here. I don't know if it splashes if you play it here, but I feel like I've had bad interactions with that. This guy's playing a lot of Cycle cards, so I'm just going to go for Graveyard. I don't really know if he can punish me very well. Okay, that was probably a pretty bad Graveyard, and he's probably going to have a decent push, but we're getting some damage. I'm going to go for Furnace in the back here. I kind of wanted to poison his, but unfortunately I didn't have enough Elixir. He does get a poison of his own, and the Berserker gets a couple hits, but we should just be able to Bar Barrel this. He's probably just going to log mine, but that's alright. Hopefully, Rick just kills it in time before he logs. Ooh, I could have Knight in front. That probably would have been a good play, but he's probably going to waste some Elixir, and then I'm going to have my Evo Knight coming up pretty soon, which means we can go for a nicer Graveyard, and hopefully we can also... Okay, he's playing Mirror, interesting. So I'm just going to poison his Evo. I feel like that's more of a threat. And then I'm going to go for a higher Furnace here. Just to take care of that. Just to spawn some more of the Fire Spirits. And then it also will go in the other lane. Unfortunately, he's just hitting mine. And mine's probably going to die here. So I'm in a little bit of trouble here. This guy's just spamming Furnaces. But I have my Evo Knight. And then I'm just going to Berserker this. I'm also going to Furnace over here. The Knight has so much health, especially when it's the Evo. So hopefully I can get a little bit of a counter push here. I don't really think I can, but I don't really like that. Okay, yeah, never mind. Alright, guess we're just going for a naked Graveyard. I'm just going to get a poison on this Furnace. Or he's just going to Berserker. We are getting some pretty good RNG, though, with those skeletons, which I like. Let's see what he does here. Okay, he goes for that in the back. I do have to... Oh! Alright, well, guess we're making this match harder. Wow, that was a really bad poison. So that's one of those scenarios, too, where I just finger slipped just from playing on the iPad for one of the first times, like, ever. But, you know, it's alright. I don't really know what this guy's going to have, but yeah, activating King Tower against Graveyard, especially, obviously, isn't very ideal, but it happens. Okay. I'm going to go for Furnace of my own. Go for a Berserker here, just so he doesn't target mine. And then I'm going to go for a Bar Barrel Graveyard, which this Graveyard obviously would be a lot better if it wasn't for the fact that I activated his King Tower, but I feel like we can still win this game. This guy might just... Okay, we got some pretty good damage there. But yeah, obviously, if I didn't activate his King Tower, that probably would have been Tower, but it's alright. He does go for a Furnace. Just going to Berserker here. I'm going to go for a Graveyard as well, and then I'm going to go for... I don't even know. This Goblin Cut honestly doesn't do anything against that Furnace, but... yeah, this is bad. Basically, I kind of messed up. That was a pretty bad Goblin Hut, but I guess it worked. Worked out in my favor. And this guy really doesn't have a win condition, so we should be fine, somewhat. Okay, that's kind of annoying that keeps hitting that. But it keeps hitting my, I don't even know what to do here. Just gonna poison. Oh boy, I'm kind of panicking a little bit. And he's getting more and more damage, because he's just spamming Furnaces at me. I gotta go for, that's gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go like this. And then he's just gonna start spamming, weird poisons and stuff, which is fine, but yeah, okay, I didn't really like that play by him. And then I'm gonna go for here. Yeah, honestly, I'm probably going to break through here a little bit. Maybe not. But yeah, he should honestly poison my graveyard so I can't get any damage. But we do have a decent pusher. I'm really hoping I get some damage. If I don't get any, then it's just going to be GG's. Yeah, this is not looking too hot, but I really just got to do that. And then I'm going to go for here. We just need some lucky skeleton hits. Come on, skeletons. Just one. Come on. Yeah, unfortunately, we lost that. Close match. Yeah, I activated the King Tower, which kind of threw the game. But we do have one more game left. So now we're in the 11-2 scenario. Green Goblins. I want to see if this guy was good or not. Okay, thanks. Thanks for that. This guy was literally just playing Furnace. Okay, yeah, this guy's finished top 7,000, so decent player. I almost beat him, though. I feel like I'm pretty decent at the game. I wouldn't say I'm too crazy, but once I start getting more and more max decks, I do want to start placing like top 10,000 on ladder and eventually like top 1,000, but I don't really know if that's going to happen. Like, I'm pretty good at Brawl Stars and Clash of Clans, but I'm nowhere near like top 10,000 in either of those games. I might be top 10,000 Brawl Stars and ranked on some seasons when I play a lot and I know the meta, but I feel like for most, I have my best chance of being pretty good at Clash Royale. It's just the levels that suck, you know. But yeah, okay. This Berserkers are just gonna trade, and then I really wanted to get a poison on that, but I couldn't because I guess I still could have. But okay, he's probably just gonna flirt. Okay, he just goes for that. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, I don't know. It's weird. That was a weird miner. I'm just gonna poison that. I honestly don't even care. It's not the best value, but it'll keep my furnace alive, and yeah, I kind of want to go for a here, but no. He is wasting a lot of elixir, though, trying to kill my furnace, and I feel like as long as I get more value within my furnace, I should be able to win this game. I have no idea who he's playing. It looks like he's playing some sort of weird wall breakers miner deck, but maybe it's not weird, but it's just newer in the meta, you know. Okay, I'm gonna go for Berserker here, and then I'm gonna go for Graveyard. I'm not too sure what this guy has. Okay, that was pretty bad. That was a pretty bad Goblins, and yeah, we're gonna get some decent damage here. Unfortunately, the Berserker wasn't tanking, but okay, let's go for defensive. Oh, it's probably gonna get hit, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, he did go for a defensive wall breakers, which is pretty good, but honestly, I would have just Goblin hearted it and it would have been fine. I don't think he has anything from Furnace, though, so we're looking in pretty decent shape here. If I get both my Evos here, it's going to be double elixir. Okay, he does have poison, but honestly, he's going to be wasting 6 elixir, and I'm going to try not to give him that much value. Okay, I'm going to go for a Knight here, and then I'm going to go for an Ice Spirit, and then I'm going to go for a Graveyard as well. Okay, that was a pretty good miner by him. I can't really poison that, actually. And yeah, this guy's playing a pretty decent deck against me, I guess. And I haven't been playing the best either, but we might be able to come back and get a win. That was a really good miner by him. I wasn't really expecting that, but honestly, I think I can still just go in because this guy's down to decent amount of elixir, and he really struggles to kill my, whatchamacallit, my furnaces because he overspends on it. Oh shoot, I was not even paying attention, but I'm just going to tank that, honestly, now. Just to even out the damage a little bit, just so I'm up even more elixir. Okay, he's going to poison here. I'm just going to go for the instincts. Knight Graveyard, and then I'm going to try to poison whatever he plays. I think he's going to Goblins, maybe. Yeah, he does Goblins. Okay, that's pretty decent poison. And yeah, we got some pretty good damage there. Okay, I'm going to go for a Goblin Hut, actually, just for his wall breakers. Kind of wondering what he's going to play. If he doesn't play anything, I'm just going to go, okay, that's a bad poison. Because now he has nothing for my Furnace. And the Furnace is just going to get so much value. Okay, he's going for Spam Heaven over here. Okay, I need to go for Goblin Hut now. Oh, okay, only one of them connect, which is good. Unfortunately, I wasted my Evo Knight, but honestly, I'm just going to go for Graveyard. I'm not too sure what this guy's going to have. We should get a little bit of damage, hopefully. If not, then it's going to be unfortunate. That was actually maybe well played by him, but yeah, that Furnace is going to connect, and that should be GG's. Good game. Well, I'm not going to say well played because I didn't agree with some of those plays, but, you know, he almost had me. Alright, we got 12 wins, and if you guys like this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment on what you want to see in the future, and thanks for watching.